Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Reddit Stories video. Sit back and relax, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button as the goal is 200 subs for the channel, and like the video as it helps me continue making these stories for you. Now anyways, let's get into the story. My nightmare came true. First, I'll describe the nightmare. It was brief but burned into my memory by sheer terror. I was 4 or 5, maybe 6. My twin brother and I shared a bunk bed in the room furthest from the rest of the house. In the dream, I lay in my bed, staring out the window at a blood-red sky, the kind that appears just before dawn. Suddenly, a man with wild blue eyes and a bald head appeared at the window, staring directly at me. The dream ended there, but I remember the paralyzing fear and the screams that tore from my throat. When I woke up, I was alone in my room, screaming. My mom rushed in, comforting me as she carried me down the hall to her bedroom. The memory is vivid, not just because of the nightmare, but because I wondered where my dad was. Fast forward to this May, my father lay in a hospital in Colombia, and my twin brother, older sister, and I were staying in a hotel nearby. After a long day at the ICU, we returned to our hotel, trying to unwind with a few beers. The conversation drifted to dreams and nightmares, and I recounted that terrifying memory. My sister, without hesitation, revealed that it wasn't just a nightmare, it had really happened. She was 9 or 10 at the time, her room adjacent to ours. Her window faced the front lawn and street, while ours faced the neighbor's house, separated by a low fence. Days before the incident, she had been followed home by a bald man in a truck. The day before the nightmare, he drove past our house. She was often alone after school since our special school was 45 minutes away, and our mom had to pick us up, leaving my sister alone for about an hour. That night seemed normal. Dad came home from his jobs as a part-time cop and a hardware store worker. We had dinner, did homework, played, and went to bed. Around midnight, the bald man parked at a nearby industrial park and approached our house. He tried to break in through my sister's window, waking her up. She screamed when she saw him, almost opening the unlocked window. Our dad burst in, wielding a nightstick, and scared the man off. But the man wasn't done. He circled the house and tried to get in through my window. Luckily, it was locked because our mom didn't want us opening it since our bed was right against it. I screamed as loud as I could. My mom rushed in, gathering my brother and me, while our dad chased the man into the backyard. The man disappeared into the darkness of the dense trees near the rail yard behind our house. Dad didn't pursue him further, fearing an ambush. Instead, he called the police and checked on our elderly neighbors while Mom calmed us down. That's all my sister remembered. The story ends there, lost in the fog of time. My father has since passed away, leaving us with unanswered questions. We haven't asked our mom about it yet, but perhaps we will. For now, to the bald-headed creep who terrorized our family, let's not meet again. TLDR, my earliest memory of a nightmare was actually a real-life break-in by a creepy man who was after my sister.